Here are 3 ways to turn your law firm into a money printing machine. Hi, I'm Ryan Gray from Law Firm Marketing Hub, and everything is downstream of lead generation, of new client acquisition. See, if you can generate an effective number of new business opportunities every single week, then you're making offers. And if you're making offers, you're going to be bringing in some of those people as new clients. Now, you would need help to screw that up. If you're making offers, if you're speaking to new business, you'd have to be a really, really bad salesperson to not get new clients out of that. Now, obviously, the higher your sales skill as a law firm owner and as you train your team in sales, then you're going to get increasingly more profitable as time goes on and as the training increases and as the effectiveness increases in that sales capacity. Now, we often don't think of ourselves as lawyers as salespeople, but to a large degree we are. We're selling the potential new client on the results that they're going to get, but the experience that they're also going to get in dealing with us. Critically important to be able to communicate to a client why they should choose you. Now, the other reason that lead generation is really important is because it doesn't matter how good your service is, it doesn't matter how great your team is, it doesn't matter how long you've been in business. If people don't know about you, then they're not going to buy from you. You need to be able to make a large number of offers to be able to generate the number of clients to be able to scale your firm. First thing is getting your lead generation systemized to the point where it's consistent and you're getting a good number of reasonable quality leads that you can then turn into new clients. That's the first thing. The second thing is knowing your numbers. It's well known in any business community that if you measure it, you can control it. And if you can control it, you can improve it. Now, that means knowing how many leads are coming in. It means knowing what your close rate is from new opportunity to how many clients came on, to your payments, to successful cases. All of this, you need to have your actual stats on. So not just a gut feel, but actual numbers. And putting those on a dashboard is an excellent way of being able to see at a glance how effective your firm is at the moment. And what sort of numbers you're doing will then inform your next decisions, because we can then identify where the constraints are. Is it that we need more leads? Is it that we need to get more profitable on the back end? There are 100 different things that we could look at, but knowing those numbers will actually help to identify where the next constraint is, because once that constraint is overcome, you can then take your firm to the next level. The third thing is to get your team to do it. You cannot do this yourself. Now, there's a good management principle that goes along the lines of, with a new task, can it be deleted? Is it just not necessary? Can it be delegated? Can it be given to a team with some clear instructions on how they can perform that task? Do you need to defer it, where you put it to a time where you actually have some headspace and some time allocation where you can give it the proper amount of attention that it needs? Or can you do it now? Now, I spoke to a good friend recently and he said, look, if I've got an email in my inbox for more than about 15 minutes, I'm having an anxiety attack. Now, he wasn't being literal, but he was saying to get it off your plate quickly. Either do it and get it done, schedule it to a time where you know you're not going to be busy, or give it to the team to do, and that's the most preferable. That's a really good framework for being able to get things off your plate quickly, because you don't want things hanging around. It causes stress as a business owner. Your mind is always going to the next thing. You're always processing something as the law firm owner. And so you really need to be able to remove as many of those tasks as possible from your workload so that you can focus on the money work. And for you, that's going to be different to the money work for the team. The team, it's the cases, it's the clients, it's the throughput, it's making sure that you're getting results. Whereas for you as the business owner, and that's the way to look at it, not as I'm a lawyer, I'm an attorney, it's to be the CEO. Even if it's the CEO of 1 or 2 people, then you're able to look at it from a business and process perspective. And the way to look at it is to focus on the tasks that are really going to move the needle. Now, for you, that's going to be things like marketing. It's going to be improving the sales and how do we improve the systems? How do we improve the team and hiring and that kind of thing? And that is worthwhile mentioning that, and this is a pro tip, by the way, we've used this multiple times with a lot of success. If you treat your hiring to get new team members like you do your marketing, you will have your pick of lawyers and attorneys to join your team. Now, what that means is actually creating a sales page just like you would in marketing. It's creating a funnel like you would in marketing, a couple of steps and hoops for people to jump through. So you're not just getting everybody coming through. And being proactive, reaching people when they're not necessarily just looking on job sites, because you're probably not going to be attracting the highest quality of people if you're looking on job sites for largely unemployed people. Typically, if you are able to advertise using interruption marketing, where they're not necessarily seeing or thinking about changing jobs, but your little ad pops up and starts to plant that seed of curiosity. And then you're able to stay in touch with them for a few weeks and they realize that they are terribly unhappy at their current position and would be much more happy at your firm, then you're going to get a much, much better recruit. That's just a little pro tip to finish off.